Hello. I thought I would do a quick run through of the differences between the Olympus Pen and the Olympus OMD EM10 because we've got such a good deal on at the moment, and it's a really good opportunity to get hold of a camera if you haven't got one, or if you want to upgrade a model, because there are a few different models with this deal on. So basically the deal is £150 off the cameras, which is really good. And my cat's just come to say hello. So the Pen is the camera I've been using the most over the last few years, but I've recently started using the OMD, and there are a couple of differences between them. The main one being that the OMD has an inbuilt viewfinder and the Pen doesn't. It depends how you like to shoot. I think people are getting more and more used to shooting on screen, but there are definitely times when a viewfinder is really helpful, especially if it's extremely sunny. So if you're on a very sunny trip, using the viewfinder is extremely helpful. I've certainly found that just this year on a couple of trips that, you know, you can't, if the sun's really bright, you can't see the photograph on the back of the screen unless you're in the shade, whereas the viewfinder, you can compose the image and take it more easily. The other main difference, for me anyway, about the two cameras is, obviously the OMD is a little bit larger. This is the OMD EM10 III, but it is not that dissimilar to the Mark II, which the deal is on. So the only difference between the 2 and the 3 is that the 3 has slightly higher video resolution, and it's got more focal points. It's slightly bigger and a little bit heavier. So the 2 is a pretty good option, to be honest. The differences between the Pen and the OMD, for me, one of the big differences between them is the way the screen flips out. So for me, the screen is not as flexible on the OMD as it is on the Olympus Pen. Now, if you are the kind of person who takes foodie shots and from above like that, this kind of oh look, I don't know if you can see Hodge on the screen. This sort of extendability of the camera screen is extremely useful, because it means you can sit at a table, hold your camera really, really high without having to stand up or stand on a chair, and still get your shot because you can see it here. Ooh, I also just took a photograph. It depends how often you do those kind of shots. This extendability of the OMD is not quite as useful. It does flip like that, so you can still see it a little bit, but not as in any way near as good as you would get it on the Pen. So if you're a foodie and you like to take photographs of things looking down from high above, then the Pen would definitely be the right option for you. Whereas the viewfinder might be a deal breaker for other people. The internal workings of the two cameras are more or less the same. The menu's the same, so if you know how to use a menu on a Pen, you will know how to use a menu on the OMD. Obviously they look different, I suppose, in the design. These have both got the kit lens on them at the moment, so that extends like that. There are two types of kit lens. There's the manual one, and there's the automatic zoom one. This is the automatic zoom one, and the manual one, obviously you have to, I don't have that one here, but bigger. It doesn't flatten down into a compact pancake, but you do have to twist both of them. I would say overall, those are the two main differences. See, there's the difference in look. The EM10 is a little bit chunkier than this Pen. This is the Pen E PL9. And why don't we do a comparison quickly with, this is the E PL9, the most recent Olympus Pen model. This is the E PL8. As you can see, they're really similar. They are very similar. It's a little bit different. There's a difference in the design in the hand grip at the front, and the E PL9 does have this little flash that flicks up like that, which the E PL8 doesn't have. Otherwise, there's a few differences in the internal software. So the E PL9 has a few more filters, and the art filters, and it has better resolution for video. And there is a option to, if you're taking a selfie like this, there's some extra control functions when you tap the screen, which the E PL8 doesn't have. Otherwise, they're pretty similar. So if you're looking for a camera to take really good quality photographs, which you can put interchangeable lenses on, use the Wi-Fi remote connection if you're trying to take pictures, outfit pictures of yourself, and then the E PL8 is just as good as an option, and the screen extends in just the same way as the E PL9. So there's no difference there. So There's a really good deal on the EPL8 at the moment where it's knocked off 150 off the price, and it is about £250, I think. So if you want to check that out, look at my links and you can have a look at that deal. The EPL9 is also reduced. It comes in blue as well, if you like the blue colourway. Those are also available. This is not the right lens on this, so this is a 12mm lens I've stuck on here. It would come with the kit lens, which is this one. It's also reduced, but not as much as an amazing bargain as the EPL8. But if you want the 9, if you're really into video and you want the 4K video and the extra software functions, then you might want to go for the 9 instead.